Hi, my people. How are you guys doing? I hope all of you are doing fantastic and you're keeping safe. And I'm also hoping that none of you has been affected by the ongoing rains and the floods. And I'm really sympathizing with someone who has already been affected. And I just hope you guys will continue being okay. Because if I look outside there right now when I'm talking, there's some sunshine, and that kind of gives me some bit of hope because mvua imenyesha for quite some time, and even where I am, there's no been sunshine, but in the past couple of days it has been good. So we're really hoping that it's getting better, and I think tumetosheka na mvua for now. Like if it's destructive, iishe tu for now, and then it will continue another time. The past few days, personally, I was really freaking out. Kuna siku mvua ilinyesha for the entire night and I was really even worried to go to where the main road is because kuingia it's a bit muddy and swampy and maji inaja all through, and that is something that was really bad. One of the nights kuna thunderstorm kubwa, like a very wide blast. Hiyo ilinishtua, yani in a very long time I've never had such level of thunderstorm. Ilikuwa kubwa and I really freaked out. But the fact that things are really the rains are really starting to slow down, we are hoping for better days. So, welcome to this week's vlog. We're going to start by deep cleaning the oven, and I'm sure that I'm also going to deep clean the cooker top, and I'm going to take you guys through with me. But before I continue and start that, some good news. I've been nominated by the AfriGlow Women Choice Awards. It's a purely women kind of an award. They have nominated me as the content creator of the year. I'm going to tag the code right here. So kindly, guys, I'm requesting you guys to vote for me, and we see whether we will get the trophy home. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. So let's start. So guys, these are the ingredients that I'm going to use, and since my oven and the griller is not so dirty, nothing has ever burnt in there, and also I've not cooked or prepared something that is so greasy. We are only going to use this. So I'll cut lemon and add water in these two glass bowls because I have two separate ovens. Let them boil in there at a temperature of around 180 or 200 degrees for 30 minutes. That will melt all the grease, and then I will go in and spray these Astonish grease lifter. If you don't have this, don't stress. You can still wipe it off with a rag that you've dipped it in water that has a dishwashing liquid. Then wipe it all through. Then I'll go in and use a towel from clean basin, then wipe to just rinse it off and remove all the soap. I'm also going to use these Scotch-Brite gloves. I'll be wearing the medium size. But now, for the case whereby your oven is so dirty or your griller is dirty because something burnt in there, or you cooked something that maybe was so greasy and it looks a bit dirty, you can opt to use a dishwashing liquid, baking soda, and water. So mix these three. That is after you are done. Like after this has already boiled in there. So that means everything has melted and you're good to now scrub it off. Mix these three in a bowl. Form a paste, then smear the paste all around, and then use a somehow rough scrubber, any kind of a sponge that is rough, to scrub it all through. Then go in with clean water and rinse it. I hope I've not confused you guys. So let's go in. So for me, I'm not going to use these two because right now we don't have a lot of grease in there or a lot of dirt. So let's go in and start preparing these. So 60 minutes are over, and it can be 30 to 60 minutes. It doesn't really have to go all the way to 60. And just ensure that the oven completely cools down before you remove them because you're gonna get burnt. So Now I'm removing all the grills, and then I go in and spray my Astonish grease lifter all around. So when spraying the Astonish grease lifter, I'm going to spray all round, like everywhere except the ventilation or the part where the fan is, that part that is perforated, because once the soap gets in there, I want to be able to wipe it. So once I'm done spraying, I'm going to close the doors and let the solution or the soap sit. As the oven and the griller part continues soaking, I'm going to remove the grills and the burner, and then I'm also going to spray the Astonish grease lifter at the cooker top, let it sit, and then I'll be soaking all the grills and the burners at the sink area. When soaking the burners and the grillers, don't combine that black circular part, I've forgotten the exact name, with the burners and the grillers, because they're gonna make them cheap if they rub them. So I'm going to use baking soda, dishwashing liquid, and hot water to soak the grills, just to ensure that all the stains, they have a bit of stain, you guys cannot be able to see it because of the reflection, so that all the stains can come out. And also, as you can see, my grillers are not completely immersed in water, so after some time I'm just going to flip them so that even the upper part can soak properly. Now it's time to clean up, and I'm going to start with the cooker top. I'm wearing that Scotch-Brite gloves, medium size. So when ordering cleaning gloves, ensure that they're of your size. I have ever ordered small ones and they didn't fit at all. So you will also see me washing or scrubbing the cooker top with a steel wire, because it is a stainless steel top, and that is just to ensure that I get all the dirt around especially around the burner area, because there's some bit of stains. So if your cooker is not stainless steel, please do not use a super bright or a steel wire, because you're gonna chip it. So just use a towel, and that is it. So I'm gonna finish off by rinsing it up, and that will be it for the cooker top. Time to clean the oven part and the griller, and this is the part where I always say that please do not clean your cooker if you're not patient, because this part will really take your time and your knees will be crying out loud. So just ensure that you have a lot of time, you're just relaxed, and you're just ready to do this, because here the major work is not even cleaning. The major part is rinsing it off, because you have to get all the soap out. And with all that kneeling, you just have to ensure that you also get to all the edges and the corners, so that you remove all the dirt. Also, maybe something else, when you're rinsing, that is something maybe I didn't show because I have somehow reduced the video. Go in again and again until you really feel like all the soap has come out and the cooker is smelling fresh or clean, like there's completely no smell of soap. That is how you know that it is completely clean. I had no intentions of removing the cooker door glasses because they weren't that dirty, but by the time I was rinsing them up, I noticed that there was some bit of dust in there. Alafu pia some of the soap had dripped in there, so I wanted to remove it. But please, please, please do not remove your door if you don't know how to return it, because as for me, I actually had to call my fundi to return them back because I had lost one pin, or there's just something that happened. So but right now I know how to do it. I kind of know better. But don't remove your glass, because again, you are risking breaking it. Only remove it if it's necessary, and also if you know how to remove it. Of course, there's those cookers that don't have the kind of glasses that have screws, like you just like remove them with a simple click. That one is okay. But easy as a screw, just be very careful, or you can call a technician to do that for you, or you can just leave it and call the company to come and clean the cooker for you once maybe you feel like the entire cooker needs to be cleaned up. So it's time to clean the grills, and at this time they had completely soaked. So I only needed to just wipe them quickly with a normal sponge as opposed to using a steel wire to force the dirt to come out. So just quickly wiped it and rinsed it. Now the only challenge that I had was I had very little tap water because we had forgotten to pump our water the previous day, and the levels were so bad, but still I managed to finish it. Time to clean the burners, and this is the part of the cooker top that really sticks, stains that doesn't want to leave. So for that part, you just have to use a steel wire to get them off, although the baking soda tried to soak off some of them. But since there are some stains which still remains, you just have to use something harsh to get them off. But for the black part, the black circular covers for the burner, you just use a normal sponge to wash them off. Now we're moving the cooker, and this is the wanasamanga the moment of truth, or what of truth. Like we're gonna see the kind of dust that has accumulated behind there, because I've not been moving it quite oftenly. And again, I tried looking for the wheels for my cooker, and since my cooker is so wide, I didn't find the exact size, but I'm still gonna look for it. So as you can see, there's so many dirt behind there, and two small siafu zilishaanza kukuja, and pia ni kama zimejaribu kujenga nyumba there. As you can see, there's some bit of soil, but now that reminds us that we need to constantly wipe and clean below and behind our cookers, because that's the part that can harbor a lot of dirt and also attracts cockroaches and any other insects. Also, wiping the side parts of the cooker, those are the parts that we don't oftenly see, but still that gets there, like in a drip, the walls, the other side of the drawers that are facing the cooker side, behind the cooker, like all round. We just need to clean them up, just to ensure that your kitchen smells so good, because sometimes you could be cleaning your kitchen but still feel like there's some foul smell around, na kumbe tu ni chakula imekuwa ikiruka all round and behind, and they've been creating some kind of smell. Yeah. Now, to make my cooker top stay shiny and to just look so glossy, I'm using the Velvex stainless steel polish that can be used on any stainless steel or chrome surfaces like the fridge surface. But to be very honest, I didn't have to use it. Like, my cooker was already shining. I'm showing it to anyone who may be having the kind of steel that is not so shiny. This one might maybe give it a bit of like a bit of shine, but kama ina shine, you honestly don't need to use it, because again, these products always have a very strong smell, and sometimes we don't need them if it's already shiny and glossy. But one thing, if you're going to use it, ensure that you're using a very dry microfiber clothing, and on top of that, just ensure that the cooker has completely dried up, like akuna maji kabisa, because if you spray it on a surface that has water, you're gonna need to clean it again, because it's gonna look even more dirtier, or it will be having some very funny marks. On to oiling the grills, and I'm using the extra virgin oil to oil them. Honestly, this is the first time I'm using it. I always use the normal cooking oil, and yes, you can as well use that. I'm using this because one of you on TikTok advised me to use it, because it she just told me that it's better compared to the cooking oil, but I didn't see any problem with the cooking oil. It was still doing it. So if you don't have the extra virgin oil, which can be a bit pricey, just use normal cooking oil to oil your cast iron grills. But I also understand that not all cookers have the cast iron grills. So if yours is not cast iron, just wipe it and return it. Juu hizo zingine hazinanga shida za kuwa oiled, but wiping the grills with oil makes them look so shiny, prevents rusting, and they will never have any kind of funny stains. And do this only when you clean it with water. But the normal times, just wipe your cooker and return them, and wipe them and return them without water. That is it for today, guys. I will see you again when we will be cleaning something else. Thank you for watching until the end. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Enjoy your week.